Hi all, I continue working in the Star Trek Alliance. My primary goal now is completed. In fact, I do not go to work too much in the Star Wars Alliance Rebellion because I want to complete the Star Trek Alliance and the new generation data. It is my primary goal now, and today I have made many progress. Progress that I go to check and show you in a skirmish space battle with three factions, the Federation, the Dominion, and the Borg. First from all, as I asked you in the poll from YouTube, I have changed the speeds. Now the ships are slower, but they continue rotating so fast as before. It is a very important point because you will know how even if they are slower, they make fast movements very important in combat, where you can rotate the ships fighting different weapons.
Warp speed.
If I have not told you before, the stations have not changed this of scale, only the ships. Well, we go to watch what happened. I will continue explaining you my thoughts.
Constructing unit. Constructing.
Condition green.
Beginning construction.
Yellow alert. Engines to full.
I warned you.
Construction complete. Enemy space station has been upgraded.
Sensors boosted.
Construction complete.
The textures. In the Star Wars Alien Rebellion, I added more reflections to the textures from all units, even the ground units.
Choose your reinforcements.
Here I have made something similar, and now the ships have better reflections.
I warned you. Returning to ship.
Upgrade complete.
There's an enemy decloaking port side. Maximum speed. Sensors boosted. Red alert.
Enemy space station has been upgraded. Building under construction. Construction complete.
Battle stations.
Starship construction commencing. Starship construction commencing. Starship construction commencing.
Yellow alert. Performing erratic maneuvers. Performing erratic maneuvers. Shields up. Red alert. Maximum speed. We've got...
The Federation will prevail.
Go to red alert.
Enemy Enemy space station has been upgraded.
Port shields at 50%.
Enemy space station has been upgraded.
About combat now, the Borg are more powerful, but other factions as the Dominion are equal. Just many ships have special abilities from the weapons. The Dominion fighter can look very powerful, but it can be destroyed easily.
Awaiting orders. Change heading. Standing by. Fire when
Impulse
ready.
engine performance is degrading.
Of course, ships as the Sovereign can fire quantum
There
torpedoes.
she goes. Reroute all auxiliary power to weapons.
Space station under attack.
Ahead full.
Our helm officer can't perform a high-energy turn, sir.
Alert the crew. Bring all weapons to bear.
Yellow alert.
This blue thing, it is a mistake improving the textures, but I will fix it soon.
Reinforcements available. Enemy space station has been upgraded.
All hands to battle stations. Fire all weapons.
Starship complete.
Helm,
Enemy
bring
space
us
station
about.
has been upgraded.
Yes, sir. Lock phasers.
Space station under attack.
Crew standing by.
About the skull, I am not sure like it 100%. It is good, but it is very small.
Alert.
Upgrade in progress.
Battle stations.
Starship construction commencing.
My eyes, even with the zoom, they have problems finding the smaller ships.
Building started.
Standing by.
I am thinking increase it 50%, just a bit. Because now these small ships are not so fun.
Our space station is under attack.
Yes, the Federation and only the Federation, it can wield Klingon and Romulan units. It is part from the Dominion Wars addition.
Cloak ship detected dead ahead. Adjusting coordinates. They're boarding us. Our impulse engines are severely damaged. Aft shields at 50%.
Well, now I go to leave. I go to make the change in the skull, increasing it, and I will return. For you, it will be just a matter of seconds. Now I have reloaded the battle with the safe thing and with the increase of scale in all the ships.
Our warp core is damaged.
Is it better now?
Sir,
Now we can watch the Sovereign without problems, and Of course, all the other small ships. Again, the stations will be as you can watch here.
Yellow alert.
Yes, sir.
This is an Akira, a heavy cruiser thought only for combat. Now it is better. I know how all these changes in the scale show how I am not sure about many things, but it is true, when I converted these models, I was not sure about what scale would be good, and the addition from the board made these points more difficult. Other point was how when I converted them, I had several troubles discovering how big were these units,
Red alert.
because there are not too many data about some of them in the world.
Stand by.
Vehicle in production.
Now I go to build Klingon units, especially the next part, because I am not sure about the Sith from that monster. In Deep Space Nine it looked very big, but not too big. It is bigger as a Romulan warrior?
Enemy space stations
I
have
don't
been
know,
upgraded.
probably not. And the data that I found is say how the ship was just a bit bigger than a submarine.
Give the word. Fire when ready.
So I told you there are very few real data in the net about many units.
Crew standing by. Fire at will. Engage target. Helm, bring us about.
Red alert.
Upgrade in progress. Upgrade in progress.
Yellow alert.
Condition green.
Unit in production. Constructing unit.
When I build it, we will discover here how it
Await
looks.
your command. Lock phasers.
Awaiting orders. Change heading.
Choose your reinforcements.
Confirmed. Moving to join formation. Acknowledged.
Standing by.
Confirmed. Moving to join formation.
Well, correct or not, it looks perfect.
Confirmed. Moving in. Confirmed.
What was
Our
that?
space station
A
is
bird
under
cube.
attack.
Probably was deployed in one place of the map.
Confirmed.
Standing by. Steady as she goes.
Here you can know how ships rotate using other weapons, even if I do not give to them the order. This happens because the speed can be slow, but the rotating movements are faster and the game runs better in that way.
Security officer has been
Of course, Dominion units are powerful and the next bar is not gold.
Upgrade.
It is the usual when you attack with big units alone without any escort.
Acknowledged. They have taken multiple internal. Massive systems failure. Stand by.
Give the word. Altering course.
Red alert.
Yellow alert.
vehicle in
Space
production.
station under attack.
Battle stations. Cloak ship detected dead ahead. Looks like we got some damage past their shields.
Now thinking I must increase again the size from the phasers and other projectiles. Releasing the bigger units.
Ready.
The ship is lost, Commander. On your order. Acknowledged. Warp engines powering down.
Awaiting orders. Change heading.
Warp engines powering down. Confirmed. We've got them.
Ready.
Our engineering officer has been injured. Or die. Choose quickly. Acknowledged.
Here it is, the Borg cube.
We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander. They have disabled one of our weapon systems.
And a Dominion dreadnought.
We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander. We are disgraced. Stabilizing warp core.
Reroute all auxiliary powered weapons.
Setting course to orbit target. Stabilizing warp core. The ship is lost.
With the new speed settings, the battles are more fun.
Your ship's charred hulk floating in space will be a glorious testament to the honor of my crew. We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander. We are disgraced.
Word.
Space station under attack.
The ship is lost.
Looking the Borg cube now, I believe how it goes to be the final skull from the ships.
The ship is lost, Commander. Yellow alert. Acknowledged.
Standing by.
We are disgraced.
Fire when ready. Give the word.
The ship is lost, Commander.
Red alert.
Starship construction
Yellow alert.
commencing. Starship construction commencing.
My lord, our tactical officer has been
Orders.
killed.
Steady as she goes.
Our medical officer has been killed, my lord.
Reroute all auxiliary powered weapons.
Standard orbit.
Space station
Condition
damaged.
green.
Starship complete.
Adjusting coordinates. All crew stand ready.
We are
Fire at
disgraced.
will.
The ship is lost, Commander. Steady as she goes. We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander. We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander. We are disgraced. The ship is lost, Commander.
Now I go to save the skirmish battle and check in the Galactic Conquest the Borg cubes. There are two Galactic Conquests with the Borg, one against the Federation only, and one against all the other factions. The other previous impeded were Galactic Conquest without the new factions.
At maximum unit capacity.
Just I go to make a fast check.
Planetary control achieved.
It goes to be a small battle, but it goes to be enough. Here they are, the 3 Borg cubes and the Queen Diamond in a very correct formation.
We must defend the innocent inhabitants of this planet. Good luck.
Activate all alcoves. Proceed. Negotiation is irrelevant. State new directive. Activate
Everything looks correct so far.
Negotiation is irrelevant. State new directive. Activate all alcoves. Negotiation is irrelevant. State new directive. Activate all alcoves. Negotiation is irrelevant.
We've got them on the run.
Enemy forces ahead.
I go to check in another space map.
Proceed to sector. Relocate.
Tactical battle imminent.
We've located the enemy.
Again a correct formation and no problem.
Destroying key elements of the enemy's forces is an optimal tactic. Try to separate the defending units to pick them apart.
Proceed to sector. Negotiation is irrelevant. State new directive. Activate all alcoves. Negotiation is irrelevant. State new directive. Adapting weapons array. Begin assimilation. Exterminate. State objective.
We are victorious.
Well, the new change had been a big success, and now I go to continue checking everything, improving things, and more. As always, thanks by watch these demonstrations, and I hope so show you more soon.